Yep. Yeah, no, it's disappointing. I think that, I think a couple things, that I point to, um, is we revved our motor pretty hard there in the second, right? And obviously, you shut down at the halftime break and we didn't seem to be ready to rev it back up. Sometimes that's a function of conditioning, right? But that's not, it's not a good sign that 2 nights in a row that happens. So again, we've got we know we've got a capability of playing a heck of a lot better. We're got to start digging in. Feels like a little bit early season. We're mis-executing a lot of the game plan, which we've kind of taken care of like months ago, right? Those kind of things you work out early, and okay, you're making some mistakes and you can't do it. And then we get all those things figured out, because we've got to, like, those are like foundational principles of executing the game plan, et cetera. And then because it's hard enough the way it is, if you're not doing that. So we gotta, I mean, like starting tomorrow, we got to get our focus back, our sharpness back, et cetera, and get ready to go. Well, listen, we had a pretty long talk there, Eric. We don't normally have much of a talk at all, but we had a pretty long talk and about a lot of the stuff I just mentioned to you. But, I don't think the mood really matters. I mean, I think it's okay. I mean, they're obviously not happy, right? Doesn't really matter. What matters is how do you respond to it when the ball goes up next? And we're gonna have to wait and see on that. Well, he can't. Yeah, he came over early, got some treatment, got a little workout in, and just decided he felt better after getting it kind of warmed up and loose. And yeah, no, I thought he was, certainly moving a lot better tonight, and hopefully he'll not feel as bad tomorrow as he did this morning when he got up. But we'll have to wait and see on that. But it's okay. And I just think again, like when guys were asking me, they just didn't feel like they're quite in rhythm. I mean, I think it's obvious, we just have a good rhythm, had really good stretch there in the second, right, where we really started playing at both ends, and but we just couldn't sustain it tonight at all.
Go ahead, Jen.
Thank you. Go ahead, Josh Ludenberg.
Hey, Nick. Trey did a lot of his damage in the dribble penetration. And how tough is he when he gets into the lane like that? And where did you see the breakdowns defensively?
Well, I mean, he's obviously tough from everywhere, Josh. We kind of got to decide what you're going to do with them, right? As far as, taking away the shooting and that kind of stuff. Obviously, he made 1 3 tonight, but he did make all those teardrops. They're not, it was kind of, I think it was a super hot night for him. I thought we got to the half. We didn't really make many adjustments because I thought, okay, we'll save a few of those for the second half. But again, we as a coaching staff, we probably waited a little too late. But then when we did do some of them, we weren't executing them. We just weren't. And that, again, we're not going to have much of a chance if we're not going to execute it the way we know we can do it and the way we're supposed to do it. We just not on the same page and not getting it done the right way. So combination of him being really hot and our defensive execution wasn't very crisp either, obviously.
Kem looked like he was stringing together a few good ones before the break, but he hasn't looked like himself the last couple nights. What have you seen from him? What do you need to see from him?
Well, you're exactly right. I didn't think he played with much pop. He did have a little string there where he rebounded the ball pretty well for a bit, but that's, kind of, Kem's usually, his average games means he misses a couple shots, but he's still protecting the rim and he's grabbing rebounds and giving us offensive possessions and making good reads out of the screen and roll. But again, he's not in very good rhythm either. It doesn't seem. So we're just going to, hopefully he plays his way back into it.